Everybody, Don Lorenzi, Lorenzi Estate Wines. As you can see, we have taken our show outdoors today because summer is here. Also, I have my mask. I want to remind you to wear your mask. Stay safe. This morning, we're going to talk about 5 wines that we have released. The one that's uppermost in my mind is this beautiful new Estate Grenache Rosé. We released this just a couple days ago. And as you can see, the color is extraordinarily beautiful. There's a salmon pink hue with a bit of silver underbelly on it, kind of like a mountain salmon. Let's see what this tastes like this morning. Wow, what a nose. I'll stop right there. It's like diving into a bucket of Jolly Ranchers, watermelon, guava, strawberry. That's it. This is what I want in a rosé. It's got this explosion of fruit on the fore palate, structure in the mid palate, and it finishes dry. This is not a sweet, wimpy rosé. This is a rosé for red wine drinkers. And we just brought this out, I think, 3 or 4 days ago, and it's available to you online today. Delicious. Let's talk about some reds. This year, 2020, we started the year off by releasing some 2016 reds, and we did it in a rush. We brought out several new varietals, several new blends, because they were all ready at once, and we thought, let's just get them out. As the year has turned out, we've had other things that have sort of occupied our thoughts, but I wanted to kind of walk through some of them with you. These are all reds that have been released. They've all scored 90 points or better in various places. This first one I want to pour for you is called It, and I'll tell you where this name came from. I like to watch cooking shows when it's not football season. So one afternoon I was watching Wolfgang Puck talking to another chef about his favorite blends, and he was talking about Australian blends of Shiraz, Syrah, and Cabernet Sauvignon. And I thought, gosh, I forgot about this because I wanted to do that with our 16. So I jumped up off the couch, ran down to the barrel room, started doing mixes with Cab and Syrah, and I would take samples over to the tasting room. The staff would taste and they'd say, not really. So I'd go back to another blend, come back, better. But the third or fourth time I brought it back, this one server said to me, that's it. And the other girl said, yeah, what are you going to call it? And I said, that's it. So that's how this wine became It. We also like to have fun with this because someone can come into the tasting room and say, I need it, whatever it is. Let's taste it. As you can see, I brought my favorite elongated pouring spout because I believe in getting air into our big reds. It helps you get more approachable with them. Always take a look at the color. It's a beautiful garnet red. Let's see what the nose is about. Rich, dark fruit. I'm getting blackberry, black cherry, hints of tobacco in a good way. That spice cabinet, vanilla kind of component to the nose. And a bit of bacon fat on the finish of the nose. Let's see what it tastes like. That's it. All of those flavors I described in the nose form one solid string of textures through the taste buds. And that's what you're looking for as a winemaker. You want a wine that has a good nose, good fragrance, but you want that to be consistent in how the wine tastes. And we aim for that with every varietal or blend we make. Absolutely delicious on the nose. A second blend I want to talk about this morning is called Rated R. And Rated R, just like it, was released the beginning of this year, 2016s. They are available. Uh, let's see what this one is about. Okay, again, this has a beautiful color, a little deeper garnet look to it. It's comprised of two parts, Petite Syrah and Zinfandel, two of my favorite grapes here on the estate. We had some left over after we did our estate Zin and our estate Petite Syrah varietals, so I said, well, let's do this. Rated R used to be the name of a different kind of blend that we did 5 or 6 years ago. I liked the name, but I thought this was a better blend for that name. Let's check out the nose. Much deeper than it. That is deeper than it. Next year we'll call it that. Yeah, you're getting the Petite Syrah-ness of the wine. There's some white pepper, a bit of black pepper, dark cherry, dark plum. At the same time, it's getting a boost from the fruit and spice of the Zinfandel. And a bit of Tuscan leather on the finish. Let's see what it's like. As my Italian grandfather would say, delicioso. It's got power and finesse coming at you from both sides of the glass. The power being the Petite Syrah, the finesse, the Zinfandel. Again, you get what we're looking for. You're getting the nose and the flavors following through in one direct stream. Not bad. Let's see what else we got here. We got a couple of varietals. This is the 2016 Syrah that was one of the components in the Syrah Cab blend that we talked about a couple of minutes ago. This is our Estate Syrah 2016. This is an interesting wine because when I began tasting this about 18 months ago, I was not sure that this was a Lorenzi Syrah. We had achieved a certain amount of publicity and acclaim with our 15 Syrah, which was 96 points, I believe. This one is different. Syrahs can be all over the spectrum. They can be big, bold, tannic. They could be softer, lush, and rich, and sometimes they fit in between. This 16 Syrah is kind of in the middle. It's got some boldness and tannics, but it also has a lush and rich kind of mid palate. Let's see what the nose is about this morning. It's true Syrah on the nose, that's for sure. Blackberry, boysenberry, some plum here too, a bit of pepper, hint of leather. And on the finish, what's accentuated is the dark black cherryness of the wine. This wine was recently rated by tastingpanel.com, and we got 93 points on this. So it's another Syrah that I think merits your inclusion. Beautiful nose. The last wine I'm going to talk about this morning is the other partner to the IT blend, which is our Estate Cabernet Sauvignon. In 2016, we made 2 cabs. Same grapes, same techniques. The one difference was that we aged one longer than the other. The one that got the normal aging and treatment is the one that we call the Black Label Cab, which is now released. There's a blue label cab being held back for additional aging. It was aged further in the barrel and then more in the bottle. And while I'm talking about aging, I should also point out that all of these reds that we're discussing this morning were all made and aged and fermented in French oak, 100% French oak. The cab and the Syrah, 100% new French oak. So you're getting a lot of those nuances in these wines that we're presenting. Let's see what the cab is about. That's it. What a nose. You get this explosion of blueberry chocolate, black cherry, blackberry as you first sense it. But further, you're getting this spice cabinet, this Tuscan leather kind of component to it that clearly marks this as a Lorenzi cab. And again, the flavors follow the nose, which is what you want in a wine that you produce. It finishes with a bold mouthful, with a long-lasting finish, good balance of tannins, acids, and fruit. Again, that Tuscan leather note that we've talked about before. All of these wines, including the rosé, are available now, and this is a great time to stock up. All of these 16 reds have been awarded 90 points or more, and so has the rosé for that matter. So I want to leave you with this message: wear your masks, stay safe, and cheers.